Welcome back into this week's edition of Maverick Insider. The Minnesota State women's soccer team is off to an unbeaten start with 7 shutouts so far on the season. I'm Rob Clark, joined alongside Associate Head Coach Aaron Tilson. Aaron, how exciting is it to see this group really pick up right where you guys left off last year and be the top-ranked defense in the nation?
Yeah, I think, the confidence that we gained from last year, we played a lot of very tough games, and so we know we can compete with anyone. And this year, being able to dominate games, to find goals and win them has really been special. Last year, maybe we had a few more ties than we'd liked, and this year, our defense is really solid, and the offense is coming along and clicking every day.
What really makes this defense special, especially, when we see those forwards really fighting to get back and make some plays to win possession?
Yeah, I think, our team believes, everyone's going to attack. We've seen our outside backs getting goals and assists almost every week. And, everyone's going to defend and everyone's going to attack. And so we do it all together. It's a true team effort. And so I think that's like the part that makes it the most fun, I think, for us as coaches, to see that buy-in. And everybody's really battling and working together. And the success is coming.
For this offense to see, I know against Northern State, we see a goal from way beyond the box. Just how key are some of those opportunities, and how much are you guys really encouraging players to, hey, go ahead and take those chances? We believe that, you can score from that range.
Yeah, I actually think the build-up to that play was so special, as we had Amara Smith going and challenging for a 50-50 ball and getting up on it, and there was another ball bouncing around, and Maren Johnson ran in real hard, and their goalkeeper cleared it, and we were opportunistic and in the right spot, and we were confident enough to just shoot it into the net. And, I think those kind of moments are really special, where lots of effort went into that goal, and then someone was composed and finding the right finish at the right time.
Set pieces, how important has that maybe been more of an emphasis practice to, be able to convert, especially on some of those set pieces, when we know teams really do like to, especially in the conference schedule, sit back and make it really difficult to find space?
Yeah, I think it really just adds another element to our game if we're able to score off a corner kick or a free kick. Those things really make it hard for teams to defend us just by kicking the ball away. All of a sudden, now they have another thing that they have to worry about. And we want to score goals in all ways. We want to score goals off pressure, off balls going 1v1, and our forwards going at people, off set pieces. All of those things are part of how we're going to score goals, and you never know where it's going to come from when you play us, so it makes it really hard for other teams to scout us and be ready for the Mavericks.
How does this team really do it when, we see a bunch of different player combinations, players getting subbed out, coming on, and, there is no, we don't see the holes in the defense or anything like that. They play as one cohesive unit regardless of whoever's out there on the pitch.
Yeah, I've been around it a long time here with the Mavericks, and our principles are what matter. And so whether it's a different shape that we're going to play or different players, everyone knows what their role is, and they're all going to go do it. And they all buy into it. And we believe in our players, and I think they believe in each other, and that just makes it so that it's a well fine-tuned machine just rolling along.
How much work does that take to be able to do that, and how difficult really is it? Because I assume if it was easy, we'd see every team in the nation doing something like that.
Oh man, it's not easy, but I can tell you, we have a little bit of an older team this year with, people who've been through it for a few years, and I think that helps, having people who've gone through it and they've learned over time, and they have a ton of experience and a ton of confidence in each other. And I think just, getting that group to just be on the same page is huge for us.
You mentioned slowly building throughout the year. What will it take for this group to find themselves in a similar position as last year, playing for a national title at the end of the season?
Yeah, I think we just got to keep battling, we're working on the small things. It's a lot of us versus us every day. And it's going to take some luck when we get into the postseason. The postseason is, it's a grind. You're going to play the best of the best week after week after week. And last year we found a ways to grind out those victories. And we're hoping this team finds a way to have that same mentality when we get to playoff time and through the conference tournament and into the NCAA tournament and make a run for it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me.
Awesome. Thank you.
The Mavericks are back in action this weekend with a couple of matchups against Sioux Falls and Southwest Minnesota State. We'll be back with more Maverick Insider after the break. Stay with us.